It's my cat. Oh,
Okay. 6:30, so I'm going to call the meeting to order. First of all, I want to thank everyone for generously agreeing to not accept remuneration for tonight's meeting. Thank you for that. Next, I want to take attendance, please. So, Councillor Cross.
here.
Councillor Castelline.
Here.
Councillor Brooker.
Here.
And Councillor Shippen.
Here.
Okay. Does anyone have any written disclosure of pecuniary conflict of interest? Councillor Cross.
None.
Councillor Brooker.
None.
Councillor Shippen.
No.
Councillor Castelline.
No, I do not.
Okay, thank you. Next item we have on the agenda is item number 3, is petitions and delegations, and we have none this evening. After that, we have item 4, reports from municipal officers, and we have none this evening. After that, number 5, reports from committees, of which there are none. And after that is number 6, action letters, A. So A is approval of the Castlehome Board of Management ability to proceed with Infrastructure Ontario financing for the rebuild project. So I'll need a mover and a seconder for this one, please. Councillor Cross, can you move this one?
Yes.
Councillor Castelline, can you second it, please?
Yes, please.
Thank you. So we have this resolution moved by Councillor Cross, seconded by Councillor Castelline, and it reads as follows. Be it resolved that the Corporation of the Municipality of Calvin approves the Castlehome Board of Management's ability to proceed with financing of the Castlehome redevelopment through Infrastructure Ontario, subject to the Corporation of the Municipality of Calvin's final approval of the financing agreement. Is there any discussion on this? Councillor Cross.
No, because this is just for the financing. This doesn't really have to do with the resolution we passed mentioning North Bay taking over. So we don't have to have that part in here, right? This is just for the financing.
All the member municipalities have to agree to the financing of Castlehome going for financing. So this is that resolution. Cindy, do you have something you want to say?
Just further to what you said, Mayor Pennell, the resolution that we passed at the last council meeting still stands. However, Infrastructure Ontario requires resolutions from all member municipalities that don't have any clauses in them. So that's why we're issuing this particular, so it's specifically for IO so that they know that we're in agreement we'll proceed with the financing for the Castlehome rebuild.
Okay, thank you.
Councillor Brooker, any discussion, any questions?
No discussion.
Councillor Shippen?
No discussion.
Councillor Castelline?
Is this not similar to what council already, or what the municipality already passed? I think it was in September that we agreed as one of the few municipalities that we would go with Infrastructure Ontario.
That was kind of turned down because it wasn't, everybody didn't do it. so it kind of didn't go
This is,
through.
this is almost like a repeat without conditions attached.
That is correct.
Yeah, okay. But since you,
Anything, Councillor
Since you-
Castelline?
since you already agreed on Infrastructure Ontario financing, I don't think I don't think there should be any opposition to this resolution from me anyway.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna put this to a vote then, okay? So Councillor Castelline, do you vote to accept or reject this resolution?
I accept.
Councillor Shipman, do you vote to accept or reject this resolution?
Yes.
Councillor Brooker? And Councillor Cross?
Yes.
I vote yes as well. So this resolution is carried, and thank you, everyone.
Mayor Pennell,
Yes.
can I just get clarification? Councillor Brooker, you did indicate a yay, is that correct? You're on mute, sorry.
Sorry. Yes, it was a yes.
Okay, thank you, just wanted to clarify, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. So the next item on the agenda is number 7, it's informational letters, and we don't have any tonight. After that, we have number 8, informational letters available, of which there are none. 9 is old and new business, we're going to be removing that. 10, accounts approval report, we're also going to be removing that. 11, closed portion, there is no closed portion this evening. So 12, business arising from a closed portion, there is none. 13, there's no notice of motion, and number 14 is a confirmatory bylaw, of which we talked about in our last meeting.
Yes.
So I'm going to require a mover and a seconder for the first reading. So Councillor Brooker, can you move the first reading, please? Yes?
You're on mute again.
Sorry, my dogs are making noise. Sorry. Yes.
And Councillor Shipman, can you second this, please?
Yes.
Thank you. So we have the first reading moved by Councillor Brooker, second by Councillor Shipman, for a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of council for December the 22nd, 2021 special meeting of council. Any discussion on this, Councillor Brooker?
No discussion.
Okay, Councillor Cross,
No discussion.
Councillor Castelline,
None.
and Councillor Shipman.
No.
Okay, so I'm going to bring the first reading to a vote, please. Councillor Brooker, do you vote to accept the first reading, yes or no?
Yes.
Councillor Cross, do you vote yes or no?
Yes.
Councillor Castelline, do you vote yes or no?
Yes.
And Councillor Shipman, do you vote yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, and I vote yes as well. So this first reading is carried. So, excuse me, I'm going to need a mover and a seconder for the second reading, please. So Councillor Castelline, can you move the second reading?
Yes, I can.
And Councillor Shipman, can you second it?
Yes, I can.
Thank you. So the second reading is moved by Councillor Castelline and seconded by Councillor Shipman. And it's the same bylaw, a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of council for December 22nd, 2021, a special meeting of council. Any discussion on this one, Councillor Brooker?
No discussion.
Councillor Cross?
No discussion.
Councillor Castelline?
No discussion.
And Councillor Shipman?
No discussion.
Okay, so I'm going to ask for a vote on the second reading. Councillor Brooker, do you vote to yes or no to accept the second reading?
Yes.
Councillor Cross, do you vote yes or no?
Yes.
Councillor Castellan
Yes.
and Councillor Shipman, do you vote yes or no?
Yes.
I vote yes as well. So the second reading is carried. Okay. Because we need to get this done as quickly as possible, and provide it to Castle Home, I'll need a mover and a seconder for the third reading as well. So Councillor Booker, can you move this one, please?
Yes, I will.
And Councillor Cross, can you second this one, please?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so this is a third reading. It's moved by Councillor Brooker, seconded by Councillor Cross. Third reading, being a bylaw to current proceedings of council, December 22nd, 2021, special meeting of council, as reported by the committee of the whole to be read a third time, passed the number 2021-040, and that the said bylaw be signed by the mayor and the clerk, sealed with the seal of the corporation, and be engrossed into the bylaw book. Any discussion, Councillor Brooker?
No discussion.
Councillor Cross?
No discussion.
Councillor Castellan?
No discussion.
And Councillor Shipham?
No discussion.
Okay, so I'm going to bring the third reading to a vote as well. Councillor Brooker, do you vote yes or no to accept the third reading?
Yes.
Councillor Cross, yes or no?
Yes.
Councillor Castellan, do you vote yes or no?
Yes.
And Councillor Shipman, do you vote yes or no?
Yes.
And I'll vote yes as well. So third reading is passed. This bylaw is passed. Thank you, everyone. That's it for tonight, folks. Next item on the agenda is the adjournment. I'll need a mover and a seconder for that as well. So Councillor Brooker, can you move that one, please?
Yes, I will.
And Councillor Shipman, can you second it, please?
Yes, I can.
Thank you. So we have this resolution moved by Councillor Brooker, seconded by Councillor Shipman, that the special meeting of council now be adjourned at 6:42 p.m. Any discussion? Councillor Cross?
No discussion.
Councillor Shipman?
No discussion.
Councillor Castellan?
No discussion.
And Councillor Brooker?
No discussion.
Okay, so I'm going to call this to a vote. Councillor Brooker, do you vote yes or no to adjourn the council meeting, this special meeting of council at 6:42 p.m.? Yes or no? Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Councillor Cross, do you vote yes or no?
Yes.
And Councillor Castellan, do you vote yes or no?
Yes.
And Councillor Shipham, do you vote yes or no?
Yes.
I vote yes as well. So this resolution is carried. And that ends our meeting for tonight. Thank you all for coming out. Very much appreciated. If I don't get to talk to any of you again, I wish you the very best for the season. And talk in the new year. Okay? Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Hey.
Night. Night.